All right, guys. Hope you are doing well. Just want to go over the markets for this week. So taking a look at SPY, you can see here, um, go. You can see here we had a pullback right to the 21 EMA. Um, was kind of, I don't know, we're just in chop here. So was thinking we were going to get a better reaction out of all that happened, like with the breakout here, which is still holding up, this breakout here. But the thing is, it's just SPY, QQQ starting to look a little rough. I wouldn't be surprised if we had some sort of washout in the next couple weeks to correct this here to be able to get us to move higher. So, like, if you want one thing to go off of this week, um, it would be it's a week to play small, unfortunately. Again, the market is not in a spot where, in my opinion, it's risk on. Unless we completely reverse and start breaking out into new all-time highs. I have to think we got a little while to go before we start getting some good price action, some just an easy money making period back when we had back in here. Um, and through after the correction here. So it was just an easy money making period. And right now, we just don't have that, unfortunately. We've got the green trend bars, but we don't have the easy money making period where it's like buy signal, boom, buy signal, boom, buy signal, boom, buy signal, boom. We haven't got buy signals in a while. And we're just trading and chopping around, right? I think this might end up being some sort of weekly squeeze type action, right? So, tight range last week, right? But also high volume candle there. Look, we had this high volume selling pressure, high volume selling pressure, then pushed up on low volume. So that's a little bit of a warning sign as well. If we look at the Qs, you can see here, this one, now we broke below the 21 and potentially going to test that 50. So we had that a few times where we broke below the 21 back in through here, but it was usually reclaimed very quickly and was still viable, right? The major thing here is it's putting in a lower high. So that's a huge kind of warning sign to pay attention to. Um, if we look back in here, we might be getting something like this right here. It could be very similar. You have this high you put in after a strong rally, we pull back, pop back up, then move lower again, and then yeah, so and then eventually make our move higher. But right now, all we know is that this may be a lower high. So that's not a good sign in a strong uptrending market. That could just mean we come all the way back to this high here. But look at what you're saying here. This low volume rise, and then the one big selling day we have is on high volume, right? We got a lot of pickup in volume in through here. So the only thing, I mean, the main thing that would make it a lot more clear is if the IWM or the RSP completely fails this breakout and returns back into this range, would be a clear sign that longs are not being supported right now. So that's my opinion on the market. It's not much of an opinion. It's more so things are very unclear, and that's the way I would put it. The only thing that's kind of really clear to me is this put call. The put call here is very unclear. Like we are in a spot where um, we're not in an extremely bullish environment. And so, like, let me see if I can do this crosshair. So we can take a look at and through here. Last time we were actually higher than this is when we put in a high and through here, right? And then let's see, the last time we were this low was there, and we put in a pretty decent high. The last time we were that low and through here, then we finally, when we got down here, we had the expectation breaker. Um, so then next time we had a pullback rally, people got more bearish as we went up, and then we had the pullback. Um, and then in through here, we got extended, too bullish, pullback. So I think this may be, based on what we're seeing here and how this acts, probably going to see a little bit deeper of a pullback here. I wouldn't be surprised if we go to like that daily or daily 50 on SPY. With that being said, there's a few things that I'm paying attention to um, in kind of stock. So NVIDIA, this is looking pretty rough. Uh, I think that this could be a stage four type downtrend. You can see here how we're putting in lower highs, lower high, lower high, lower high. Pretty big warning sign in my opinion, because when we look over here, lower high after lower high after lower high, right? We're doing the same thing here. So I'm really, really kind of cautious on look at here. Lower high, lower high, lower high. And this one was actually, of course, a lot more shallow, but you got to pay attention to when the video starts building lower highs. That's usually not a good sign. And you're breaking this trend line, which is not that important, but you got to be aware of the fact that this does not look good as the top dog in the market. And we could easily pull back to this weekly 50. So there's that. Take a look at the other key names here. So SMH breaking its daily 21, XLK, financials are holding up well. Bitcoin still continuing to do its thing and be bearish. Um, AVGO breaks its 50. Google still holding up well. Meta, crazy candle, but all present selling. Apple's holding up really, really well. That's something I've been paying attention to as of recently. Apple's been holding up extremely well. Uh, Amazon, just complete chop, no direction there. JPM, like the rest of the banks, holding up really well. Um, yeah, and then we've got Microsoft, which this one looks like it could be breaking down, and I think it's at least headed to 450, something like that. So I'm paying attention to this into this week for a potential short trade. Tesla's been holding up really well compared to the rest of the market, which is interesting. Not sure how to play it, but it's holding up well. Market continues lower. I don't think this is going to continue higher. I just don't see that happening, but it's holding up pretty obnoxiously well. And you can see here Netflix clearly breaking down. Um, Short signal there, played out extremely well. Continues to hold the 21, and yeah. And then let's see. So that's like the overall stocks, right? The things I'm going to be watching into this week, and I'm not going to be um extremely aggressive like at all. I'm going to be very cautious on the things that I'm trading. But if I go through these are the main ones that I'm paying attention to. So RGTI. So this one doesn't have too much support. I mean, it had its first support here at the previous highs, but then the next support doesn't come up until like right in through here, the breakout area. So I wouldn't be surprised if it came down and tested $15. So this very well could have much more downside. So I'm keeping an eye on this for a short trade and a further breakdown to the downside. So I'm keeping a close eye on that. This one looks good for a short and probably trade it through RGTZ, or you could buy put options on this as well. But yeah, this one just looks pretty rough. And I think that if it can get some volume on the breakout or breakdown, that looks good. MSTR, another one that looks like, I mean, Bitcoin does look like it's going to continue to break down. So, as long as it does, I think MSTR is had shown extreme relative weakness. We're in a clear stage three downtrend. So I think this one is a short for sure. Um, and MSTZ looks really, really good. Like if this was I mean, it is a long setup, but this is just a really great looking chart. Huge run up, trade sideways, finding support at the 21, getting buy signals, beautiful looking setup here. So I'm keeping an eye on this and I'll probably play this to the long side, which will be shorting MSTR. Um, CRWV, keeping an eye on this one as well. This one looks like it just it was a break and retest of this double bottom lows, and we broke down here on high volume on Friday, and should see a continuation through the lows and probably down into $55. So I'm keeping an eye on that. And then lastly, I've got Microsoft here, which clearly bounced, kind of like RGTI, like I just showed you, bounced at that previous all-time high, and then doesn't have too much support until 450. So those are the ones right now. I don't see any great looking longs. Um, I did have a position in FLNC, which I bought on this breakout day here at 2040. I closed the rest on Friday right before the close. Once we were getting that confirmed close below the nine, decided to take profit and move on to the next trade. Took off some here and then took off the rest on Friday after that kind of expectation breaker, right? So these are the main things that I'm paying attention to, potential short ideas and the ways that I'm going to play it. Look up Microsoft Short ETF. I probably won't trade Microsoft's. Well, we'll see. MSFD. So there's the option for that. So there's my short trades, things that I'm paying attention to into next week. Probably can do this. So RGPI, MSTR, Microsoft, Bitcoin. And I'm also going to put NVIDIA on here because that looks like it could be having a pretty major breakdown. So we'll see. Michael Burry might have been right, and just a little bit of timing was off. But all right, guys, I hope this helps. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch up with you guys soon.